Oh, this is making me nervous. Okay. Oh. Oh, this isn't working because my little light, my camera light is not on. Shoot. Hi, Darcy.
Hello.
Hi. You can probably see me, but or hear me, but not see me.
Correct.
Oh, my little light is out on here for some reason. Well, that's okay. You can listen in.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see here. Okay, we are just getting started. We're a little bit late because you know me and technology. So, I'm gonna have you mute yourself and and so that we don't get any background, and then we'll get going. So, okay. Woo! All right. Oh, tonight we are doing Super Super Bowl Unit Club team. so, so we are going to become a Cadillac Club, which is like I talked before, it's like the Super Bowl. So everybody gets a ring. So I am going to introduce to you from our starting lineup from Rollins, Wyoming, Darcy Welcher. Woo! Everybody clap.
Yeah, I have to.
Hey. Also, I'm going to introduce to you from Idaho Falls, Idaho, Lacey Wilcox. Woo! And Darcy, you should see these rings, these Super Bowl rings that I'm giving everybody. They're like they flash, they light up. And introducing from Idaho Falls, Idaho, Kelly Vogt. Yay!
And
And
gooey too.
yes,
Yeah.
gooey.
And great.
And I know we have a few more people that are going to be coming in a little bit late. Diana says she's coming, and I don't know, there were a couple of other people that were coming. So
Look at these dresses. They're amazing.
aren't they the cutest things ever? And they flash and like cause all kinds of disturbance. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, so I'm also going to introduce since these people will be joining us online later. Well, let's see. Diana will be coming. Okay, so Katie Doherty. Yay! Everybody give Katie a round of applause.
Yay!
Amanda Radford from Idaho Falls. Give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Carrie Murphy from Blackfoot, Idaho.
Yay!
Yay, Carrie. Rachel. I don't know her last name because she got married. But she's from Rexburg. Yay, for Rachel. Miss Adrienne Rudd, my daughter from Boise, Idaho.
Yay!
And continuing with our starting lineup, Rose Reddy from Rollins, Wyoming. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Rosalie Reddy from Rollins, Wyoming. I love it. And I introduced Darcy. Oh, and by the way, Darcy needs a huge round of applause, you guys. Darcy is our brand newest senior consultant.
Yay!
So yay, Darcy, senior consultant. And her new consultant is Deb Cross from Wellington, Colorado. Yay. Christy Kappas from Lander, Wyoming. Everybody give her a big round of applause.
Yay!
Continuing with our starting lineup, Brooke Mockler from Big Piney, Wyoming. Woohoo!
Yay!
And Ashley Montoya from Laramie, Wyoming.
Yay!
Yay! And also Ashley Wilkes from Laramie, Wyoming. Woo! And Miriam Ramirez from Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Yay!
Yay! Jen Fogg from Boise, Idaho.
Woo!
Janae White from Butte, Montana.
Yay!
Woo! Keep it going, you guys. And Brianna Wolverton from Rexburg, Idaho.
Yay!
Okay. And then we have some that are at our injured and reserve list, who are definitely welcome anytime. And here's the great thing about Mary Kay is sometimes life happens, right?
Yeah.
And you can step away from it. There's no quotas. And so it's nice that you're able to do that. And then when you're ready, you can pick right back up where you started from. And so I think that's like a fantastic thing. So I love all of my reserve and injured list people as well. Okay. So going along with going along with the Super Bowl theme, we have chips and dip, and there's also soda in the fridge. Ricky, if you want to grab that out, and so go ahead and get some chips and dip, and I'll just go ahead and get started. So, hey, here is what I want to show to everybody. This, every Super Bowl team, they have a playbook, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody should have one of these. I know you can't see this online, but it's my new consultant booklet with my picture on the front. What I love about this is this has everything that you need to know. 13 steps to a party. You can literally, that is your playbook, the 13 steps to a party. There's also booking scripts in here, and that is also your part of your playbook. There's also there is also the tracking sheet. That is your game plan, okay? The game plan of all of your first steps. So there's prizes. You guys know that there's prizes for everything. And so go to the back of this and see what you haven't earned yet. And let's go ahead and re-earn some of these. So that is your playbook. All right. As you know, like any team, every single person is important. Every single person is important. Um, there's all kinds of players on a team, and everybody makes up the team. There's not one that's more important than the other. There's only one quarterback. Well, there's usually a backup, but there's only one quarterback, right? And there's a receiver, but the equally important is the people who block for them. Okay, and so and also the kicker. How many game-winning how many games have been won by the kicker alone, right? Either by a field goal or by the point after attempt and all of that kind of stuff. And so every single person is important. Um, team stands for together, everyone achieves more. Okay. Here's what I know, and this is what was laid on my heart this morning as I was kind of putting my thoughts together is by you stepping up, that allows other people to do the same. Okay, now I want you to think about this, and this is something that took me to heart as I was looking at my business and was counseling with Jen, our first future national, and counseling with Colette, is they talked to me about being a bottleneck in my business. Am I the bottleneck in my business? And I want you to think about this. Are you the bottleneck for our unit? Okay, and the reason why I say that is if we don't step up, everybody around us, the new people coming in and things like that, they'll think that this is hard. Does that make sense? And so if nobody steps up into their red jacket and goes on target for their car, when one person does, it allows everybody else to do the same because it's believable and it's achievable. Okay. I think that is one of the most powerful things that happened to me in when I was earning my car and becoming a sales director is there was 3 of us that did it together. Okay. So one person went on target for their car, Lori, and that made me think, by dang, I'm not getting left behind. And so, but it put that belief in my brain that it could be done. Because before that, it was like, well, I've only heard of one other person going on target for their car, but look what that trickle effect happened. Out of Lori going on target for her car, I did, and Stacy did. We all became directors. Now I want you to look at this poster behind me, and I know you guys online can't see it, but out of that same momentum that we created, Krista followed right behind. Okay, so there's 4 directors. All right. Out of that same momentum, Jana and Shauna were both in our unit in Jen's unit when the other 3 of us were becoming sales directors, and earned our cars. And so Jana and Shauna, that was just what we did. That was the normal. And so they automatically, that was their next step. First you become a senior consultant like Darcy and all of you here. And then red jacket, that's your next step. And then team leader and on target car, that's your next step. But by you not stepping up, you see how that can create a bottleneck. Do you understand that? whose dreams are attached to yours. It's not only your family's lives that are going to be affected by this, but who knows? Hundreds and thousands of women's lives are going to be affected by you stepping up and being brave and just doing what it takes to move up that career path. I hope that hit you right in the heart, because it hit me right between the eyes. And I definitely don't want to be a bottleneck for my unit. And I have felt myself doing that just a little bit. I think we all kind of do that at different points in our business. I think our business is never going to be a straight shot up, straight progress. I think there's always going to be dips and valleys. They don't have to be long, and they don't have to take a long time to get through them. Okay. The Lord's Prayer says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Well, we don't have to camp out there. We can hurry up and get through it. Okay. So the quicker you can get through it, and that's why it's so important, the BATH, the bath, the mental bath every single day, so that we can get through those valleys faster. And Stacey James says you can go from peak to peak to peak to peak. You don't even have to go through the valleys if you don't choose to. If you keep mentally healthy, and we're going to talk about keeping mentally healthy and some of the things that mentally healthy people do and don't do. Okay, a little bit later on, but yeah, by you stepping up, you allow others to do the same. But by you not stepping up, you're keeping other people down. Okay, so who completed the challenge last week? Let's see, Kelly, you weren't here, were you? Okay, did you complete the challenge? Did you do what? Did you do part of it? Did you do the mental bath? Did you do the hotline? Okay, that is going to be so key. Absolutely. You know what? While you're getting ready in the morning or while you're driving to work, you need to be listening to the hotline every single day. I think that was one of the biggest things in my business was I was not mentally healthy in the beginning. I had such a low self-esteem, and there was a lot of self-growth that had to come before I could progress in my business. And so I listened to a CD in the morning while I was getting ready for work. Okay, because it was in my bathroom and I could just listen to it while I was getting ready. It doesn't take any extra time out of your day. Now you can listen to CDs or the training material. That's what the TMBATH stands for. All right. But the hotline I listened to as I was driving around at work, or as you're driving to work or whatever, I listened to my hotline. But here's the thing. Here's what that did for me is that kept Mary Kate in the back of my brain. Okay, because it's so easy to get into life, and we're all busy. We're all busy. Not one of us is just looking for things to do. We're all busy. And so keeping that in the forefront of my brain helped me to think that as I was out and about running my errands or at work even, when I saw a cute girl, I could talk to her about the business. And or I would make phone calls on my 15-minute breaks, and on my lunch break I would make booking phone calls and follow-up phone calls and phone calls to my team members and things like that. Whereas if I had not listened to that in the morning, Mary Kay would have been pushed to the back burner, and that would have been the last thing on earth that I would have been thinking about. Okay, and so it keeps you focused, and it keeps you on task for your goals. So I think that's so huge. Let's see. Also, part of the challenge was 3 parties, and nobody texted me about hotline. I was so disappointed because I even sent out that extra challenge. And this week, I don't know if you guys have listened, but it's on the $1 Million Message, they're doing I Love Pink week, where it's a marketing thing that your consultants can listen, or that your customers can listen into and hopefully join your team. Have you guys been listening to that? Have you been listening to that stuff? Okay. So I'm not here to beat anybody up. I promise. I'm not. That's not what the purpose of this is. But the purpose is to let you know the things that will move you forward in your business. Okay, and that's what you're here for, right? And so listening to that hotline every single day, and then affirmations, so very important, so vitally important, and the booking a day. I completed my challenge. Woo! Everybody give yay for me. Okay. I want to quickly recognize Queen of Sales. So And nobody's texted me that either, but I didn't ask for it. So, Queen of Sales. So, if you did any Mary Kay at all, if you filed a paper, if you looked at your In Touch website, if you thought about Mary Kay, if you're here tonight, stand up. Okay, so give yourself a big round of applause. Yeah. Okay, very good. So if you sold any products at all, stay standing. Okay, and we're gonna change that. Okay, no, you're not bad, Lacey. You're good. You're good. We just need to step into your power. Okay, and Kelly sold 50. Stay standing. 100. Good job. Okay, so how much did you sell? 98. Oh man, I would have bought myself an eyeshadow. Put me over that 100. Always push to the next goal. That's another thing that winners do is they push to the next goal. If you can see just a few dollars shy of that next 100, push to the next 100. Okay, so awesome. And what did you do to do that? Did you do a party, a facial?
I did. It was last week, and I did PMS with a mom and two sisters.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. And that was, you probably got more out of the joy of doing it than you did the money even.
I'm always surprised at myself because to go in and show other people about makeup and they actually learn something from me, which is shocking to me.
Confidence.
And they are, no matter what, when they leave, they look great and they're happy. I really like doing the color thing. It's fun.
Awesome. Awesome. So $98 in a color appointment. That is fantastic. And I agree. I mean, that's, sometimes I think, can somebody learn anything from me? But you can't go wrong. I mean, those eyeshadows, just practice with them, I mean, definitely when you're going to get good at knowing what goes with what, and gosh, blend, and you'll be fine putting any two colors together, so awesome. Okay. Queen of Booking. So, any bookings this week? If you have one booking, stand up. Good. 2, 3, 4. How many do you have? 3. Awesome. Woohoo! Okay. I will get you a prize. So don't run away. I will get you a prize. I had that party right before meeting, so I didn't get all my prizes out yet. So I need to do that. Anyway, hey, congratulations. So Kelly, as I was writing down my introductions to everybody, here's what I actually put for Kelly. Kelly, consistent Kelly. And that is so true. Kelly, you are so consistent. And that will get you everywhere in your business. Hi, come on in. Hi, Ellen, how are you? Good. You're going to join us crazy women today. That's awesome. Go ahead and have a seat.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for coming. I'm going to have you guys kind of sit on this side so that I've got a line of shots. And it's okay, they can sit back there. We were just doing a little bit of recognition and stuff. So anyway, but yeah, that's what I put for you. You want to hear what I put for you, Lacey? Yeah. I put lovable Lacey.
Yeah.
And for Darcy, I put delightful. Delightful Darcy. I love Darcy's a kick in the pants. I love Darcy. And for Diana, I put let me find you. Where are you? Oh, Diana. Dynamic Diana. She has this this quiet quiet giant is what I'm going to call it. She talks a little bit softer and acts a little bit reserved, but she is powerful. And so, so that's what I put for Diana. Okay, anyway. So I was just talking about consistency. Sorry, I got off track a little bit. Okay. So. Would you mind giving Diana her Super Bowl name and show her how it works? We are part of a Super Bowl team. We're part of a Super Bowl unit. And we are together, we're going to achieve all of our dreams. And together, you know what else I love about our team is that this is a safe place to grow and a safe place to learn and to make mistakes, and it's okay because we all love everybody, and so we pick each other up. Okay. Remember to make it a unit club and a Cadillac club. We all need to stretch, and we all need to grow, and we all need to change, and we all need to step out of our comfort zone. Think about this: growth and success does not come without change, and it doesn't come without a little bit of pain. It's just like exercise, right? We need to stretch our muscles a little bit, and we need to step out of our comfort zone. Growth and success equals change. And it's going to be a little bit of pain. If your goals don't make you a little bit sick to your stomach, then it's not big enough. Okay, so what do we need to do to grow? Where are we going to find our next team member and our next customer? Where do you find your next team member and your next customer? And everybody talk at once. At the party, exactly. Very good. We need to be holding parties. Okay. It all starts with bookings. And I believe it starts with cementing your bookings as well. I think that's all very important. Booking 5 to hold 3. Okay. You need to book a couple of extra because if for some reason one of them shifts or cancels, we need to allow for that, and so that we're not all upset about it. There's a magic number: 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay. That will get you everywhere that you want to go in your business. 3 parties a week, 300 in new sales, and 3 interviews. That will get you everywhere you want to go. And there's something magical about the number 3. I don't know what it is, but if you try and do 2 plus 2 plus 2, it's not going to work nearly the same. I think the confidence level, the posture that you have when you're doing 3 parties a week, and then also it's not fair. Say you only do 2 parties a week, and you happen to have a couple of parties that maybe they're on a tight budget and nobody buys anything, or they buy very little, and you have 2 parties like that right in a row. What's that going to do to your self-confidence? Right. But if you have that third party that you can bank on, seriously, that third party is going to be like 600 in sales, so that magic number 3. The other thing about that is you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket as far as sales go. It's not fair for you to go into a party and expect them to pay your light bill and expect them to, I'm really counting on this one party because I've got to pay my car payment or whatever. That's not fair to that party, okay? I know for a fact that if you do the numbers, this business will pay off, and it will pay you back because of the numbers, but it won't until you do the 3 plus 3 plus 3 at least. That's minimums, you guys, especially for Cadillac unit and what we're trying to achieve, unit club. That's minimums. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Bookings are the lifeline of your business. If you opened your date book today and there were no bookings on your book, we call that snow blindness. Is that a good thing? No. That's not a good thing, right? If you don't have anything on your books, you're out of business. It's just the same as a hairdresser. If she doesn't have any appointments on her books, she's not in business, right? And so we need to get those full. How do you feel when you see a full set of appointments on your books? What does that do to you? Excitement? Feels good? Okay. Writing in your date book is writing in your checkbook. Okay, think about that. Every time you book an appointment, that's just writing yourself a check. Okay. I think one of the biggest things with bookings is going to be attitude and posture when you're booking. Okay. What are you saying to yourself? And that's where the mental bath every single day is going to come into play. What are you telling yourself? When you get on the phone to make that booking phone call, um, are you thinking, oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't answer? I've done that. That's why I say that. Or are you thinking, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I can't wait to call this number and this number and this number because I've got so many things to go through, right? We want to be thinking good things, and we want to be thinking, um, be telling yourself good things about yourself. Everybody wants to book with me. I am a master booker. Everybody wants to book with me. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? We were just talking, Kelly, about how everybody that leaves your space looks beautiful and feels amazing. And so why would they not want to book with you? So we need to be thinking that before we get on the phone. We need to be excited. Do you know why a brand new consultant she doesn't even follow a script. She's so excited. She's talking to everybody and she's booking, has all the success and has all these parties and makes a ton of money. You know why? Because she's excited. Okay, so we need to be excited. And if you're not excited, you need to get excited. How do you get excited? Or you need to act excited. Act excited, and then you'll get excited. You'll become excited. Remember, be, do, have. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. That's right. Another little trick that I've heard is do a bunch of jumping jacks right before you get on the phone because you sound a little bit breathy and it's that sounds excited, right? Breathy and excited. I used to do a lot of my booking calls on my break at work because I knew I didn't have much time. So I was talking faster. Talking faster, being in a hurry, and being excited sounds the same. So set yourself a timer. You know what Mary Kay Ash used to teach the consultants to do is to stand on one foot when they were booking. That would make them hurry and get off the phone. You don't want to be talking about the neighbor's cats and everything else under the sun, right? You want to get on, get off, be excited. Oh my gosh, guess what? You want to sound like you have gossip. Okay? So, what would you think, Diana, if I called you up and said, Diana, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You're not going to believe this. I started my own business and I teach skincare and glamour technique with Mary Kay Cosmetics. But it sounds like I have gossip, right? It sounds like I've got something good to tell you, right? So you want to sound like that. Are you sounding like that when you're booking? Be so excited. Okay. Um, let's see. Tell yourself, I am a master booker and everyone wants to book with me. I want you to think about something. Um, oh, actually, I'll do that later. Okay, so here's a couple of things that made me want to book is I would set short-term goals for my booking. Okay, this might be very helpful. Any of these ideas, you guys, whatever hits you and whatever strikes you, use it. Okay. I used to set a short-term goal, like for instance, when I was building up my inventory, I remember thinking to myself, I really want to get a set of full-size perfumes that I can put on the table and let everybody demo. Because if you're not going to sell it if you can't demo it, right? Right. And so that was my goal, but I didn't want to just take money out of my family income. And so I told myself, okay, if I get 5 parties on my books, I know for a fact that those 5 parties, out of those 5, 3 will hold, and I will have enough money that I can get those. And so I set myself a goal for that, and then did that. Okay. It doesn't have to be inventory goal, but that was one way that I built up my inventory was set myself booking goals like that, and it got me excited. Okay, but it could be something like a pedicure and a manicure. I mean, would that be fun? So, if you're going to earn an extra $300 this week by booking 5 parties and holding 3, could you go afford getting a pedicure or a manicure? Okay. It doesn't even have to be that expensive. It can be a bubble bath and a bottle of champagne, or it can be a magazine, a glamour magazine or something, you know. But practice delayed gratification. Practice, practice working for the things that you want. Don't just go out and buy yourself don't just go out and treat yourself to a pedicure. Work for it. Set yourself a goal. Okay. Um, The other thing that's really fun, and you might like this idea better, is make your make your booking calls in some place that's comfortable and relaxing and a place in your home that you enjoy. Okay, so get yourself a nice bottle of Coke and some pieces of chocolate. And after every call, eat a piece of chocolate if you want. Whatever. That's what happened to me. But reward yourself. Make it enjoyable, something that you want to do. So many times we get it in our head that we don't want to make booking phone calls, and so then we dread it and we whatever, we sweat and we put it off, we procrastinate and do um, what we call creative avoidance and things like that. But if you make it something that's enjoyable like that, would that be better? Like I love, 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 not this time of year, obviously, but I love in the summertime sitting out on my deck. And it's just peaceful out there, and the birds are singing, and I love my flowers in my yard and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's, I'm sitting in the sun, catching a little sun while I'm booking. That's fun. Make it fun, okay? Um, okay, so here's another thing, and I've talked about this recently with a couple of you guys, is making sure that you're working with abundance. Get your names list to 100 as fast as you can, because when you have so many names on your names list to call for prospective hostesses, that you can't possibly get through them anytime soon, then you're more excited to call. If you have only 4 or 5 on your names list, then you're going to be hoarding those names and you're not going to want to call any of them because you're afraid that, oh my gosh, if they say no, then what's going to happen? Okay. What do you think is maybe one of the things that hold us back from booking? And I just want you guys to tell me honestly while I grab them. What? Here. Okay. Fear of what?
Well, I have a fear of rejection, and I have a confidence.
Okay, so Lacey said fear is one thing that is holding her back. Fear of rejection. Okay, here's how I want you to look at it. There's a couple different ways you can look at this. I want you to think about it like a stick of gum. Okay, if I were to grab out my gum and offer everybody a stick of gum, I like mint. I like spearmint actually. Some of you would say, yeah, I'll take a spearmint piece of gum. Some of you like cinnamon. Some of you like peppermint. Some of you like fruity flavors, right? And so think of it like that. If someone says no, they're not. Don't take it personal. It's not a person. It's nothing against you. Maybe they just don't. Maybe they've tried Mary Kay. They don't like it, or whatever. I don't know who would ever not like it, but but try not to take it personal. And here's the thing: fear. You know what fear stands for? False evidence appearing real. False evidence, right? Right. False evidence appearing real. So many times we build up things in our head that is so not true. I guarantee you, you offer someone a makeover and a facial, then they are going to be excited. In fact, let's see, come up here. I want to demonstrate. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I love your dress up. There's such a good color on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, where'd you get it?
I actually
Had
had it for a while.
It looks really, really good on you.
Thank you.
Well, hey, if I may be so bold, oh gosh. Okay, if I may be so bold, would you be offended if I offered you a complimentary microdermabrasion treatment and $10 bill?
No.
You wouldn't be offended?
No.
Who would be offended? Right?
Give me money.
Exactly.
And a facial.
Okay, so think about it logically. Why do we get all nervous when we call people? We're offering them a microdermabrasion treatment and a 10 or 15 or $20 gift card, whatever you're offering them. You would not be offended, right?
No.
Think about it logically. False evidence appearing real. All right? There's nothing scary about it. I promise. Everybody wants a $10 bill. If Kohl's offered you a $10 coupon for coming in and shopping them with them, would you go in?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes, I would. Right? Would you? Yes? Okay, so where did I put my paper? I had another visual I want you guys to think about. Okay, so who's ever flown anywhere? Have you flown? Okay. And you know how the stewardesses, they walk down the aisle and they ask you if you want something to drink and some peanuts or pretzels or something like that. Have you ever seen anybody turn them down? Like I don't want anything, or maybe they're sleeping or whatever. Okay, so if they turn them down, does the stewardess run off crying and go sit up front? And, I didn't want any of my peanuts. Right? Think about it logically. It's the same, you guys. It is the exact same. So, okay. So booking. Booking, I always start with the facial, okay? I always book the facial first and then turn it into a party because what happens is, sometimes a party, if you try and book somebody for a party, that sounds like a lot of work. It sounds like I've got to clean my whole house and I have to bake and do all of this stuff, and I just don't have time for that. But if you book the facial first and get that on your appointment books, and then turn it into a party and have her, and I don't even use the word party. I use a couple of girlfriends. You want to have a couple of girlfriends come over. That sounds like fun. It doesn't sound like work. And so here is here is I'll just go ahead and show you how to do that. So basically, so Kelly, I'm gonna call you. Okay. All right, Kelly. Okay. So. Ring. Hi, Kelly. Is this Kelly?
Good.
Hi, Kelly. Hey, my name is Nola Beckley, and you don't actually know me, but we have a mutual friend, Diana Leon. Do you know Diana? Awesome. Okay. Well, the reason why I'm calling is she actually referred you to me. She thought you might be interested in my services. We got together here a couple weeks ago and had a ton of fun. And what I do is I teach skincare and glamour techniques with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And all of the referrals I get, I put them in a big old basket and I draw a few names out each week. And you actually won part of my drawing. You won a $10 gift certificate and a microdermabrasion facial. Isn't that exciting?
That is really cool.
I know. It's like thinking excited to call you. So I was just gonna see when in the next few days we could get together and take care of that. What does your schedule normally look like? Do you work in the daytime or is an evening better? Evening. Okay. Beginning of the week or the end of the week? End of the week. Okay. Let me see here. I've got Thursday or Friday. Um, Thursday. Okay. 7 or 8?
8.
8? Okay. Perfect. So I've got you down for this Thursday at 8 o'clock. Now I can come to you or you can come to my studio. Either way, which would be better for you? Do you want me to come to your house?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, perfect. So let me just get your address super quick. So I get her address and then I say, okay, now Kelly, do you like free stuff?
Yeah.
You do? I know, like who doesn't, right? well, I know it's a trick question. That's what I usually say. Well, here's the deal: is I've got these big, huge goals, and you would be totally helping me out. My director has challenged me to do 10 makeovers this week within the next 7 days. And if you had a couple of girlfriends join you, that would actually help me with my goal. And I would actually I would bump your gift certificate up to $20. Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, Kelly, is when I hang up the phone with you, I'm going to text you the date and time so you've got that saved right there to your phone. And then all I need from you is if you could text me your guests that are coming and just shoot me a text of their first name and phone number so that I can get their skin type and make sure there's no allergies or anything like that that I need to be aware of. In fact, let me get that information from you super quick. So would you say your skin is more dry or oily or maybe a combination of the two?
Okay.
Dry. Okay. And Any sensitivities or allergies that you're aware of? Okay, perfect. And one last question. Is there any special concerns about your skin that you would like fixed? You know, like dark circles or puffy eyes or big pores or acne or anything like that?
Dark circles, probably.
Dark circles. Okay, perfect. Oh, you are going to love me, Kelly. I got something just for that. I'm so excited. I will bring that. Okay, perfect. So, okay, well, I will see you. I'll text you here in just a minute, and then if you could text me that, we're good to go, and I'll see you Thursday at 8 or whatever we said. Okay? All right. How was that? Would you have booked? Would you be excited? I would be excited. Would you have a couple of girlfriends over? Okay. So here's the deal on that is, and that's the whole reason. This is the whole reason why I always book a facial first and then turn it into a party is because I was the type of person. I was the one who, before Barry K, if someone would have called me and asked me to book a party of anything, a Tupperware party, a pampered chef party, or anything, I would have been the one that said, nah, I don't have time for that. Give me a book. Can I do a book party? Okay. And I was just an introvert and I'm not like the party type. But here's the thing, don't put your personality on everybody else. Okay. There's so many people like Jen Kirkham that is just like the party animal, and she could get 10 people together tomorrow. In fact, she did that, the first time that she was booked. It was like for the movement, and she had a bunch of girlfriends together. Okay. And so, but if you try and book the party first, I was just thinking Darcy's that kind too. Darcy's got a bazillion friends. Anyway, but if you try and book the party first, a lot of times you're going to lose out on that facial. A facial is better than nothing, right? And so we want to have that. We want to have that. Another little tip that you can do is book all of your facials. If they choose not to have a party, book all of your facials on meeting night, so that you can book lots of facials. Oh, I do all of my single facials on Thursday nights at 6:30 at my studio, right? And so it's like you might have 4 or 5 facials, so it's like a party and you're the hostess, but it's duplicating your time, like quadrupling your time because you've got training out here. We generally have someone in there doing skincare. In fact, Rachel was going to, or not Rachel, Rebecca was going to be wanting to do that. I don't know where she's at tonight, but does that make sense? Or you could do that one night a week at your house. You could say, okay, well, I do all of my facials at my house at 5 o'clock on Monday night, and then anybody else who opts for that, you bring them to your house, and so then you have 4 or 5 people all at one time. Okay, is that good? Yeah. Do you like that? Okay, so a couple of things, questions about that. Any questions about, I mean, does that sound doable? Okay.
I never would have thought to do the facial first.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Super good. Super smart. Another thing you could do is pick up a facial and take her to a party. I've never done that, but that's some advice that when I was really, didn't have a lot of time because I was working full time and trying to earn my car and everything, then that was one of the things that was suggested to me. So that was awesome. Okay, so here's something. Okay, so I'll be dead honest with you. That would have freaked me out to be on the phone for that long when I was brand new. Did that seem like I was on the phone for a long time? Okay. I promise you, it feels longer to you than it does to that person on the other end. Okay. It, it in the beginning, I felt like, oh, I gotta get off the phone. I gotta get off the phone. But just take that extra couple minutes and cover all your bases. I cemented the appointment. What were some of the things that you heard me that cemented that appointment? You know what cementing your appointment means? Making sure that it's going to hold, right? Because you don't want to be chasing your tail. You don't want to be booking an appointment and then having them cancel and reschedule and cancel and reschedule and cancel and reschedule. You don't want to be chasing your tail. We don't have time for that. We're busy ladies, right? So, so what were some of the cementing statements that I put in there? Did you guys hear any of them? Okay. That was giving them options. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that too, Lacey. That was good that you picked up on that. So so I gave them 2 options. So it was a yes or a yes answer, not a yes or no answer. It wasn't a can you do it Friday night at 8 o'clock? it was giving them two options. Okay. You always want to work with the appointments that the time slots that you have pre-selected that you want to be working your business. We don't want to be working our business 24/7, and we don't want someone else dictating when we work. This is our business, and the joy of owning our own business is working when we want to work, right? Planning, work your plan, plan your work and work your plan, okay? And so having several time slots on your planner that you are available to do appointments and then giving them a yes or a yes answer. So that's what you were talking about, okay? So cementing statements. Did you hear anything?
Texting them the time and date of the appointment.
Perfect. Texting them the time and the date of the appointment. So you've got that saved right there to your phone, right? And so that is their reminder. Okay. Good.
And the guest list?
The guest list. That is definitely, if I can get a guest list, names and numbers, that's when there was some. You like that ring, don't you, Alan? So if I can get a guest list, names and numbers, that appointment's going to hold. Okay. And the quicker that you can get that back, the better. Okay. Here's another. Oh, can you think of any more? Just put your brains to work. Diana, did you hear anything that would make you want to hold that appointment? The extra money, yes. Yes, bumping that gift certificate up, right? What's in it for them? People will book with you for a few different reasons. What's in it for them? So the money, definitely. They will book for you if they have problem issues with their skin that they want fixed, that they think that you are an expert and you can fix, okay? So that. They will book with you to help you with a goal. Did you notice I threw that in there? Okay. So my director has challenged me. Maybe she wouldn't have booked an extra or brought a couple of girlfriends, but she knows that she's helping me achieve a goal. Women are nurturing by nature, and so they will help you achieve a goal. Okay. Um, any other cementing thoughts? Here's one that I threw in at the last. Okay, was are there any special concerns about your skin? Okay. And Kelly was thinking, I'm not really, well, maybe it's a little bit of dark circles. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are going to love me. I have something for that. I'm going to bring that with me. Now she's excited because she knows that I'm going to fix whatever it is that she's got going on that she wants fixed, right? That's another cementing statement. Okay. Now here overall, here's another thing that I always like to mention because I've heard a couple of consultants do this before. Okay, two different things. Okay, so um, okay, so did you notice that I did not pause? Like, okay, so this one girl, I was listening to her book, and she couldn't figure out why she wasn't getting people to book with her, and I listened to her, and she says, hey Lacey, this is Nola. You don't know me, but we have a mutual friend, Kelly. She referred you to me, and she did all of that. And she says, I teach skincare and glamour technique with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And then she waited, like she was expecting a no. She waited. She paused right there, like she was expecting something to happen. I'm like, no, don't do that. Okay, so going into it, you want to expect that they're going to hold with you. You want to expect that they want what you have, and they do. And so if you're thinking, you get on the phone and you're thinking that they are not going to want to book with you, then they're not. That's what you think about, you bring about. Okay, it's all right here. So here's the thing is, I did not stop until I told her what she got. Did you notice? I zipped right past that little awkward moment. I said, I teach skincare and glamour techniques with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and what I do is all of the referrals I get, I put them in a big old basket and draw a couple names out each week, and you actually won part of my drawing. You won a $10 gift certificate on a microdermabrasion facial. Isn't that exciting? And people get so excited over a $10 gift certificate because I'm excited about a $10 gift certificate. Does that make sense? So you need to be excited and pumped up and all of that, okay? The other mistake that I've seen happen is I had a consultant one time that she had a cancellation and she'd driven all the way across town, for heaven's sakes. I mean, I've driven 2 hours and had a no-show before, but you just keep going, right? So she had a couple of those in a row. And so then she kind of got leery and worried about cancellations. And so here's what she would say, and I want you to tell me what you think, okay? She would say, okay, so I've got you down for 8 o'clock on Friday night. Now, I'll go ahead and text you on Thursday night just to make sure we're still good to go. That gives them an out. That tells them that they don't have to write it down, that it's not important. But if something else comes up, then better, then that's okay because this is not important, right? When I get on the phone, I know that they're going to hold, and I expect them to hold. And I am a woman of my word, and just the posture coming across, they know that I'm going to be at her house at 8 o'clock, so she better dang well be there, right? And so, so just a couple of little tips on that. Okay, is that helpful? All right. Now, that was the script that I used for my referrals, obviously. And basically, I just tweak everything that I do and work it around that script. Now, if it's people that you know, there is, our remember our playbook is in here. So there is a script in here for people that you know, which is awesome. And then turning it into a party. Let's see. Another thought I had. You can do everything wrong with the right attitude and have huge success, and you can do everything right with the wrong attitude and nothing will happen. And Lacey and I was just talking about this. Oh my gosh, I had a party tonight at 3:45 in here. I did the worst job I have done in years. I could not find my words. I was like, oh, I don't know. My brain was totally in left field. Okay, but I was excited. And the women, I mean, I probably sold $300. Yeah, I sold $300, and I've got 2, possibly 3 interviews out of it. So, you can do everything. It doesn't matter. You can have crappy even directors have crappy parties sometimes. You know what I mean? If you just do the work, 3 plus 3 plus 3, and what happens? You will have all the success in the world. Okay, so I was going to actually bring up Lacey next. And here is a fun idea for you. Next Thursday, we are having a glamour clinic. It's going to be so much fun. It's a pre-Valentine date night diva. Okay, and so I want everybody to bring an armload of guests, and Lacey's going to tell us how to get people here. It's going to be so super fun. We are going to teach you how to go from a dash out the door look to an everyday classic look that you would wear at the office, to right over top of that, say, Diana, you're at school all day, and all of a sudden Alan calls you, and it's 5 o'clock, and he says, honey, I want to go out to dinner tonight. And you look in the mirror, and you're like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And so I'll teach you how to do right over top of your day look, just spruce it up for an evening glamour smoky eye look. Does that sound like fun? Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to do. We want everybody to have armloads of guests. And so Lacey is a master at this type of networking. And so I'm going to have you stand right here because like close to the computer and do that.
Okay. So I am a very hands-on person. So I like to have something in my hands to give to people. I just feel like it cements it more for me. So I usually go get these little gift cards. These little cards. You get them at invitations at the dollar store, and you can put the time, the date, everything inside of them. So when you're going through your like when you're asking them about, I'm stumbling over my words too. So so when you go to compliment them and tell them that, hey, you look really pretty today, I love your hair. We're having a glamour clinic on Thursday that I would love to invite you to. I would love to use you as my face model for our glamour clinic on Thursday. So I usually just give them this because I say that and then I give them this because that way they can put it on the fridge, they can see it, they know it's there, and then they're like, oh yeah, I have that this Thursday, So it kind of helps me so that they're gonna come. And so I'm also very hands-on, so that's why I love it because I have something in my hand that I could give to them. Yeah. So, because I'm not a very big talker, I don't talk to people very much. So to have something that is like, oh, I have this thing to give to them. Okay, so now I can talk to them and give them to them. So it's kind of a birthday. If we have a birthday party, you could give everybody an invitation for a birthday party. So why not use it for a grammar clinic?
And all of the information is inside of there, right?
Yeah, so all the information's inside of it, so you don't even have to do anything. Cause it's got the time, the date, everything inside of it, what they need to bring, what they should wear, everything like that. So, and you could also put in here, like if you want to put like, if you come, you could put like $10 gift certificate or whatever inside of it, so that they have a reminder. So
Perfect. I love it. Okay.
yeah, and like I said, you get these at the dollar store. They're super cute.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Lacey. Everybody give Lacey a big round of applause.
Oh wait, that was weak. That was really weak.
Yeah.
Give her a big round of applause. Awesome. Okay. I chose Lacey to do that because I know when I had trained on this before, how doable it was. You know, everybody has to find their niche and work in your strengths. Okay. Not everybody loves getting on the phone, but Lacey could do that. She could see herself handing somebody an invitation and be using that as a conversation piece, which is awesome. Awesome. And these, I got these at the dollar store, 8 for $1. Okay. You know what you could potentially do? You could stick 8 of these in your purse and just tell yourself that could be your goal for the week. I have 8 invitations for meeting night to hand out by the end of the week. My work week is not done till I get these 8 invitations handed out. Okay. One other thing that I usually try and add to this is I let them know that I have limited seating, and so as I go to hand it to them, now you're going to be there, right? Because I only have 3 spots, so you're going to be there, right? And kind of if they're hesitant, if they say I'll try, I take it back. Okay, it's all in your posture. I take it back, and as you take that back from them, guess what they're going to do? They're going to want it more, and so they're going to wait. Yeah, I'll be there, right? And so make sure that you are that you have control of the situation. Don't be just giving them out and not expecting them to show up. If they say I'll try. What does that mean? They're not going to come. That
Almost like a we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
right. Yeah, from your mom. Kelly says it's almost like a we'll see from your mom. That's funny. It's so true. Make it exclusive, okay? You book them for a particular feature. You know, I need someone with brown eyes, or I need someone with blue eyes, and make it exclusive. And I've only got 3 seats available. Can you come? Okay. Another thing that you can do with this is you can say, you know what? I'm going to give you a free lip gloss or mascara, or a $10 gift card or whatever, for being my face mom, just for being my face model. But I'll tell you what, if you bring a couple of girlfriends to join you, it's a lot funner with a couple of friends, right? And I'll actually bump your gift card up to $20. What do you think about that? Get them to bring somebody. A lot of times it feels a little bit awkward to come by yourself, but if you got a girlfriend there, if you got your buddy with you, you know. And then here's the other thing, you guys, is you can book. Think about this: if you booked 3 people to bring 3 people, even if 1 or 2 of those canceled or decided something else came up or whatever, you still got a good solid 3 people, a nice party, you know, 3 or 4 people. And so meeting nights are so important to start booking people for even if we're not doing a glamour clinic, but to start booking people for facials in that other room for whatever. because it's duplicating your time, and also the fact that you can book multiple hostesses and we've got room for it, you know what I mean? Especially for the glamour clinic, because we'll have this room all set up. Oh, I'm so excited. We'll give out some fun games, and yeah, it'll be good. So, okay. Thank you, Lucy. You did awesome. You're welcome. Okay. I'm going to do really quickly, I'm going to do a little bit of product knowledge, and then I'm going to bring Kelly up and do her ice story. Okay, so the new products, you guys, these are available to. These are available. I wish my camera was on. To order now. This is okay. When we were at Leadership Conference, Mary Kay is so prominent now. Everybody wants to partner with us. Oh man, I can't remember her name, but anyway, they wanted. Okay, so just like Project Runway has partnered with Mary Kay. All right, everybody wants to partner with us, and this makeup artist, she wanted to not makeup artist, but she has her own line anyway of cosmetics and different things, and she wanted to partner with us. And Mary Kay is very particular about who they partner with because we have such a reputation to keep up, and it has to be the best of the best of the best. And so this is her line. I can't remember her name, but that's okay. Also, you know how we partnered with the CMA Awards last year. Do you guys like country music? Oh, okay. Well, Mary Kay was the official makeup artist for the Country Music Awards in Dallas last year. It's a big deal if you get to partner with Mary Kay. And so, anyway, so I'm going to pass these around. This is it's called Into the Garden Selection. Yeah. This is one of 3 nail polishes. And look at this. Has everybody have you seen the little stickers, the Jamboree stickers that you can put on your nails? Well, guess what? We have some now. This is from this gal's line.
Wow. Is there 3 sets? Have you looked at them?
I haven't. You can open it up though. You can open it up.
Yeah, I didn't open it.
Okay.
I'll just cut the tape.
Yeah, definitely. And check this out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this because of our makeup, but that's okay. I'm not going to.
But it's cute.
Yeah, it is.
Malby, is that her name?
Oh, thank you. What is her name?
Patricia Bonaldi.
Oh yes, Patricia Bonaldi. That is who we partnered with. Okay, good. Okay. And has anybody heard about our cellulite cream?
I heard that whether it does what it's supposed to do or not, it's fantastic lotion. My director said buy it. It just feels so good.
Uh-huh.
Do you agree?
Yes, although it's not an all over body lotion. It is for cellulite. And they taught us what cellulite actually was and why women get it and men don't and why we hate men. No, just kidding.
Oh, that's how people are.
Yeah, super cute. You guys should get some for Valentine's Day. Who's on your Valentine's list? Ooh, this smells really good. Okay, so the cellulite cream. I'm going to show you. Okay, does everybody know what cellulite is? You know, it's a little like dimple. Yeah, like orange peel, or whatever. What are some of the other names that they call it? I can't remember. But the reason why, did you know that men don't get it?
That's not fair.
It's not fair. Do you want to know the reason why? Okay, so your skin, underneath your skin here, there are these little things right here that keep your skin and keep your fat and everything all in these little lines. Okay, women's are like this, like a tree. Okay, and as your skin shrinks and grows and whatever, it will push up the little, because they kind of go together, and it pushes up this little fat and whatever, and so it makes little dimples in your skin. So usually get them back here, yeah, most of the time it's on your legs. Did you know that it's not just fat people that get cellulite?
Everybody else.
All women get it. Okay. You know why men don't? Is because their little net things that hold their skin together is built like this instead of straight up and down, and so it keeps it from pushing up right there. It smells really good, doesn't it? Okay. So, but this is not an all over body lotion. It is for cellulite. So you still want to use the toning lotion, the firming and toning lotion. Okay. But this is for the cellulite area. And then you want to just really work it in. It also comes with a little massager. And I don't know what happened to mine, if my husband took it or what, but I can't find it. So it's a little massager. So you actually just apply it to the cellulite and you just you massage it in and you'll see visible difference. Okay. And then the cross selling opportunity would be the toning lotion, because that's an all over lotion and that's awesome too. So anyway, I'm excited about that. Okay.
Do you know how much these go for? Are they on the website?
Yep, you guys should be able to order them now.
I think just come up. Because I was on there yesterday.
Oh, did you go to
Well, I wasn't looking for new products, but it didn't pop up.
Oh, okay. I'll find out. And you know, sometimes like I get early
You get
ordering
stuff early.
privileges, but I thought that it was available to you. Sometimes, like, oh, maybe it's not available to the camp. It might be available on the camp. So, but yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who use them.
Yeah.
So to know the cost of them compared to the.
And
this would be awesome for like. Yes, and mothers and stuff.
Yeah, and you could even divide that up and do something cute. Put a nail polish and a bar of soap and then.
Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, I don't really care for makeup.
I don't know why they did that, but that's just. Oh, sorry, you didn't hear me say that. Hey, all right. The other thing I wanted to do really quickly is part of my purpose is to help you be able to take over my job. I want you guys to have my job. I want you guys to be confident enough to be up here training and stuff. And this is such a safe place to grow. And so that's why I brought Lacey up today to do that. And you did an awesome job, Lacey. I just wanted to tell you that.
A little bit.
You're fine. I do too. And I say 1,000 times, and I'm going to get over that. I'm working on that. As a new consultant, one of the things that you're going to want to know how to do is an I story. Okay, everybody has their I story, and you're going to begin your party. I always go around the table and I ask everybody a little bit about themselves, introduce themselves, and then I say, you know, I'm going to introduce myself and Mary Kay. And so your I story, I'm going to have Kelly come up and tell her I story so you can get an idea of the different I stories, and everybody's going to get a chance to do this. In fact, let's say I would like you to do your I story next week. And so work on it, and you can box it to me, and we can tweak it if you need to or whatever. But and then Diana, we can have you do it in a couple weeks. Sound good? After you've heard a couple, okay? All right. So everybody, give a big round of applause for Kelly.
I didn't get to work on mine very much.
But you're practiced, and I knew that you could do it. Sort of.
I give kind of a shortened version when I have parties, but my longer version, about 8 years ago, I was suddenly found myself divorced because my husband didn't want to be married anymore. Kind of a surprise to me. Completely wrecked whatever hopes, dreams, goals, self-confidence out the window. So about 3 years after that, I realized that when you're single, you still have to pay bills like when you're married. Your utility bills don't get cut in half and anything else. So I was making enough money to pay my bills, but not to have fun. So my credit cards were getting bigger and bigger instead of smaller and smaller. So I started looking for a second job, and I didn't know anything about Mary Kay at the time. And I got a job cleaning an office building or a medical building 3 nights a week. So 3 nights a week, or Mondays and Wednesdays, I worked from 8:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night with my regular job. And then at 8 o'clock at night, I would go clean for 4 hours. So I was getting home at between 12 and 1:30 in the morning. And then on the weekends, I did the cleaning also. So 3 days a week, I had an extra 4 or 5 hour job. And after 2 years, that got to be really, really, really tiring. And so I had my name drawn for a Mary Kay facial. And she asked if I wanted to have friends over, and of course I said no, absolutely not. So she came over, and I had Mary Kay makeovers before, and I never liked the consultants at all. They were pushy, and I just didn't care for them. So I didn't know what to expect for a facial. The facial was amazing, and I was ready to buy a miracle set from her, but not that night. I had to think it through first. So the next day, Lori called me or texted me and said, "Have you ever thought about doing Mary Kay?" And I said, "No, don't have time, not interested." And so she texted me again. "I think you'd be really good at it." "No, not." And she said, "Don't you even want to hear about it?" I said, "No, I'm working full time and part time, and I have a boyfriend, and I volunteer with 2 other organizations. I just don't have time for that." So she kept texting me, and finally she said, "Let me at least take you out to lunch. I really liked spending time with you. Let me take you out to lunch and talk to you about it." And she said, "If nothing else, you get a free lunch. How bad can that be?" So she brought all of her papers with me because she knows how to do the personality test. So she knew exactly what I needed to see. And she brought all of the paperwork and showed me in the numbers and drew me a picture. And I agreed to do it. And a year later, I was able to quit the cleaning job because Mary Kay was making me enough money to have fun. And here I am today. And I work it a little bit more than a hobby and a little bit less than a full-time job. And I get what I put in is what I get out. And more than the money, it has helped my self-confidence grow and made me a much better person over the 3 years that I've been doing Mary Kay. The difference and the change in my personality is night and day. My boyfriend talks about it all the time, that it's the best thing I've ever done. And so even when I didn't have time to do it, I still was able to squeeze it in enough for it to make a difference. And it's made my life so much better. And I've met great people and I made some amazing friends, and I'm gonna stick with it probably forever. So it's kind of my plan B, because I know eventually my full-time job will go away, and this is what I will do after that. So that's kind of where I am.
Okay, that was awesome. We need to give her another round of applause. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, so here's what I loved about that. Well, everybody tell me one thing that you loved about that. So Lacey, tell me one thing you loved about her actually, and how she presented it.
I love how she like this went out of my head. I had it like this.
It's okay.
Like,
Yeah, Diana.
I gotta think again.
Right, right. You know what she did when she said that? Like when she is at a party and she talks about that makes it doable for everybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah. So even if you don't want to, you still need to listen to the business. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I like how she explained how it built her confidence enough to make everybody else around her notice. So like when you have a boyfriend, like it shows through her how much is managed.
Right. That is perfect. You hit so many different things in there. The confidence, the paycheck of the heart, the I was busy, I was so busy, and it's helped you with the money, the freedom and flexibility. So it's not a full-time job. You're getting what you covered everything that I sort of absolutely loved that. And I also loved that it was personable. It was very personable. Real life stories, because women, we have real life stories, right? And so that is going to be so relatable to several women around the table. The paycheck or the house payment doesn't cut in half just because you get divorced, right? And all that kind of stuff. Right, exactly. My husband and I, when I got divorced, we split the bills instead of assets. So anyway, but so perfect. That was awesome. Thank you. Okay, so and I'm sorry. I brought my little paper. Okay, I didn't. But I want Lacey and Diana. I want you to start thinking about your I story. You want to have it. This is where I was before Mary Kay. This is what I saw. This is where I'm going. People want to know where you're going and what you want to get out of your business and how much fun you're having and all of that. So I want you guys to work on that, and we'll power up about that for next week. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, we need to register for career conference. Have you registered?
No, but I'm going to.
Okay. Career conference, and Alan, you can come to that, and it'll actually be very good for you to see the bigger picture of what's available for Diana. I mean, she can be $1 million sales director. I mean, how would that be? And owning your own business and all that. And so, anyways, it is March 11th and 12th, and registration is open right now. It's $95, but you get $85 of that back in products. Okay. And so, you would need to register as well, but so you would get $170 back in products. Okay. It's just overnight down in Salt Lake, and we will, or Provo, and we will figure out, rides down and all that kind of stuff, unless you guys want to do a little honeymoon or whatever. But we'll figure all that out. Okay. So everybody get registered. The first 5 who register, and Darcy, are you listening to this? The first 5 who register gets a bracelet from me, so I haven't seen that go through yet. Challenge for the week is a mental bath again, because I think that is so very important. So a booking a day, affirmations every day, training or tape or CD, whatever, and hotline. Okay. Also, 3 parties. Okay, 3 parties by next week. You guys, we can do that. Remember that magic number, 3 plus 3 plus 3. And book them for next week. Book them for the Glamour Clinic. Okay, so I'm going to have everybody get some chips and dips and cookies and pop for in celebration of Super Bowl unit. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to leave you with 13 things that mentally healthy people don't do while you're eating your chips and dips.
I appreciate that it flashes in the proper colors.
Isn't that fun?
Where'd you get these?
At the dollar store. They're so cool. Sometimes they're a best one, sometimes they're not. They're 2 packs for $1. So I know,
great.
aren't
I
they
love
so
them.
fun? Yeah, I love them.
I'm so excited for the Super Bowl. I can't even understand it.
Do you have a big party, or is it just you and your?
No, we're actually doing something, and probably 10 of us, but everyone shows up in Todd's little house. And he said he didn't know where everyone was going to sit. And I said, well, I don't care where any of you sit. If you give me a beanbag chair, I'll just sit right in front of the TV. You guys can do whatever you want, and I'll watch the game. Because whenever you have a lot of people, you don't get to watch the game.
Right.
My team's playing. Sit front and watch the game.
I was gonna wear my Broncos t-shirt and tennis shoes, and then I got all dressed, and then I realized that I had a party before. I'm like, oh, whoops, I better not do that. So, commercial break here for just a second. Darcy, go get you some snacks, and then I'm gonna do 13 things that mentally stable people do.
So for next week, for the Glamour Clinic will be set up. I feel like it was at one time. And we bring, I've never had any guests today, so we bring our own product and everything.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing, do you have cream powder eyeshadow? If not, okay. So I'm going to be doing iced cocoa and beach blonde. And then I'm going to be doing probably chocolate kiss or some nice neutral brown, rose gold, hazelnut, something like that for the classic everyday look. And then bring something to smoke up their eyes, like coal or stone or espresso, something like that. So, okay, you can use my stuff then. So, and we will do quick, quick skincare. And so I'm actually going to have somebody volunteer to do the skincare part. Someone to volunteer to do the foundation. Anybody want to do that? Do you want to do one?
Oh, you mean Susanna?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do one.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Lacey? Foundation.
Yeah, I'll do
Lacey's good at foundation. Okay. Do you want
So
to
do you
do
want me to
skincare?
do all, like a whole facial?
What we'll do is just cleanser, face lotion, moisturizer. The miracle set. Only what I do is half the face.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So, and then all the face with foundation. So, yeah. Okay. And then you can just observe for this time, and then I'll put you in the limelight sometime soon. Okay. Sound good? All right. So, 13 things that mentally healthy people don't do. All right. Number 1, have pity parties. They don't have pity parties. They don't waste valuable time and energy on feeling sorry for themselves. Everyone has struggles. Okay. Number 2, they don't give away their power by playing the victim. You're either a victim or you're a victor. You have the power to either act or react. Don't give away your power by being a reactor. Okay. Number 3, 13 mentally healthy people don't resist change. Progression is constant change. Mary Kay Corporate isn't number 1 by resisting change. They and we remain on the cutting edge, spending more money on research and than the top numbers 2 through 10 in our field. Okay, cutting edge, and the same thing with technology. We're on the cutting edge of everything, and so don't resist change. Mary Kay Ash was never afraid of change. She knew that that change was inevitable for success. Okay, another thing that mentally healthy people don't do is they don't squander valuable energy on things that either don't matter or that someone else can do. We either do it, dump it, or delegate it. Put the most important things the most important. Okay, number 5, they don't procrastinate. They do what needs to be done now with vigor and energy. Unsuccessful people procrastinate and waste valuable time and energy trying to figure out how to get out of doing whatever it is that they need to do when it would have taken less time to just jump in and do it. So do whatever you need to do now with vigor and energy. Number 6, they don't try to please everyone. That's also a waste of valuable energy. And this is something that my personality is a people pleaser, and I'm always worried if I hurt somebody's feelings or this or that. And it's such an energy waster. Okay. There's a quote, they might not always agree with me and they might not always love me, but they know where I stand and they will always respect me. Okay, and that's not an exact quote. That's my version of what I think it said. Different words, but the same meaning. Okay, number 7. Mentally healthy people don't fear taking risks. Guys, build up that 14 seconds of insane courage. Okay? And just hand out those invitations. Go to the dollar store tonight and get a pack of 8 invitations and hand them out for meeting next week. I want this room packed. Number 8, they don't waste energy dwelling on the past. If you're still living in the past, if you're still talking about the past, then it's not the past, it's the present. Okay? So they don't waste valuable energy dwelling in the past. They recognize their mistakes and learn from them, but they also forgive themselves and move on. Okay. Number 9, they don't repeat the same mistakes. They learn from them. I had some wise counsel one time that says you don't close the door completely on the past, or you may make the same mistakes again. But we do learn from them, learn from what's not working. You guys have heard this before. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay, and so mentally healthy people don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Okay. Number 10, they don't resent success. When you see someone who is successful, do you try to learn from them? Do you try to ask them questions and be a student of their success? There are always those who talk badly about people who are successful and put them down, but mentally healthy people don't they don't resent success. Number 11, they don't give up. You know, the only way to fail in Mary Kay is if you quit. If you or if you say I'll try. When you say I try, then one foot is already out the door, right? We talked about that a little bit. Well, you need to use words like I will, I can, I must, and never, ever, ever give up. Number 12 is they don't fear alone time. You guys, meditation time and self-examination, not beating ourselves up, but what can I do better? Say what's so and let it go. Spend some time with the Lord. Take God as your business partner. He's on your side. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the thoughts I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace, not evil, to give you an expected end. And number 13, mentally healthy people don't expect immediate results. They're not afraid of work. Action consistent with their goals. They do their actions consistent with their goals. Work through the tough times. The tough times will pass, but they work through the tough times. So, don't expect immediate results. But I can tell you this. The results, just like Kelly was talking about, the growth, the self-growth that you've attained over the last 3 years of it, same with me. You know what's fun is to look back from year to year to year and make sure that you're progressing. It is so many times we look down the road and we think, oh my gosh, I wish I was so much further down the road. When if you'd only take a minute and look at where you're at and how far you've come and be grateful in the process. This business is a journey. And like I said, when we do have the hits and valleys and the low times and the high times, this is a lifetime journey. And we're going to learn from all of it. And so work through the tough times, keep going. Love you all. And there you go. Bye, Dorothy. Love you.